Hey everybody, we are going to talk about creating a Facebook event to help promote your business. For example, a great time would be during World Reflexology Week that's coming up, but you can do this for any event you want to have at any time. So first we're just kind of on the Facebook events thing as general, and you can see that from there you can create an event, although we're going to go somewhere else. The thing I want to kind of think about a little bit here is, you're going to have these images and you're going to have this little bit of information. So when you're doing it, you want to pay attention to what you're saying and how this is going to come across. This is an example of one that I've done where the image works well. And again, when you're scrolling through an event, you're going to be able to see the people that are interested. So this is again why Facebook events can be very helpful to get the word out to new people about your business, because people can see who's going. You can add social proof by being like, oh, this person's interested, that gives you legitimacy. Also, when people mark that they're interested or going to your event, it can show up in their friends' timelines, so they can see that they're going, and it can help spread information that way too. And then you have your information, where you're hosting the event, or things like that. You have a little bit of information there. It'll even show you more events, things like that. You want to keep it bound. And then if anyone's had posts, which you can definitely do yourself, they'll show up there. Just to take a sneak peek at the only 2 events that I could find for World Reflexology Week already hosted. But again, you can see the location, message them on this one, click to get tickets, and then what little information they've got there about it. No discussion yet. And then similarly, here's another one. But again, there's 14 people interested, so they have set it so we cannot see that information. So that is something that you can keep in mind. However, again, as far as I'm concerned, you would want people to be able to see that, because like I mentioned, the social proof, that's an important thing that's going to help you. So, all right, go to your business page on Facebook and you can click on events and create an event. And just by going to here, it's going to auto-populate a few things for your business, which makes it a little bit easier than if you would start on the event page, for example. So we're going to change the image. Now, this is an image that I have created for everyone in the Facebook group for the Reflexology marketing. I will give you the URL for that if you need it. So anyway, everyone who's a member of that Facebook group has some images that they can use, and this is one of them. And it's designed to be a little bit generic. That way it can work for a wide range of people. You also have space down here if you wanted to take this into Canva and add some information. You can also do that as well. So you're going to want to type in your information here. So I filled in an event title. Now this is more of a generic event where we're just going to do taster sessions during the week and have a special for the week. So try reflexology during World Reflexology Week. The location, again, auto-populated, but if you are going to host your event somewhere else, you can, type the page in there if they have a Facebook page for the location or the address, whatever you need to do. And then in your description, you're going to tell them about it. For this one, I'm saying that we are going to have a special price for first-time clients, and then the taster session price. Definitely want to make sure you include how to take action. So here we want them to call this number to book their session, but I do want to give them a link to the website if they'd like to learn more. You can choose your category. Health is probably going to be the one that fits best. You can have just a one-time event, but for this one, I wanted it to be for the entire week. So I chose custom. Then I went in here and I selected the whole week. Although actually I chose Sunday, and you know what? This one's not open on Sunday, so we'll at least close that, but I'll go ahead and leave. For World Reflexology Week, I'll leave the hours on Saturday. But you can edit those. And then if you have a co-host, if there's another page that's, part of your event, you can tag them here, or the people who run the page if you're friends with them. If it's whatever, you can type in. Oh, that's not a tag. Again, if you want them to make a purchase beforehand and they can do so online, you can link to that here or to the website that has more details about it. Now, if you want to let anybody who sees your event post on the wall, which is what I would recommend, that way people can ask you questions, you can, choose that option. And then again, if you're worried over people, you're having problems, you can always turn on this post approval. But again, usually I like to be more hands-off and let people make it as easy as possible for people to get their message out there. Other people going to the event might even be able to answer even more quickly than you. People definitely like instant responses. People can ask questions about your event on Messenger. Sure. And this is the one where one of the things I showed you that it did not display the guest list. I like to do that, so I have it checked. Now you can see down here, if you are working on this and you don't want it to go live right now, you can schedule it to go live at a different date. It can be advantageous to, create events like, depending on what your event is, it can be advantageous to do it closer to the time, so it's a more timely thing. But if it's something where people need to plan ahead for, like if it's more expensive, or they need to make sure they have room in their schedule and you don't want them to get filled up, so where they can't take advantage, you want to give them more notice in advance. So again, kind of balance each event with how far in advance you want to do it or whatever. But we're just going to go ahead and publish this live now. Oh wait, still have it on. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now, one other little thing I want to show you about with events. Oh, actually, no, before we do that, I'll encourage you, once you've created this, that you can post things in this event to encourage it. You can add photos, you can just add links. But again, once people have started saying that they are interested or going, they will get notifications when you comment in that thing. So again, it's a good way, especially if you create your event, several weeks or months even before the event, to keep people engaged or reminded or update them with new information that's been announced, things like that. But the other thing that I would like to do is show you how, if somebody else creates an event, how you can add that so it will show up on your Facebook page. So again, like if you go to your page, you've got your upcoming events section that's going to show what's coming up. And you can have things like this is the one that's actually been created by a different page. And so anyway, this one was hosted by this business and they added Balance and Harmony as a co-host. So it's automatically showing up on our page. But if we want something that they didn't add us as a co-host properly, or maybe you're not even a co-host, maybe you just think it's a great event and you want people to see it on your list of upcoming events. I'm going to show you how to do that here just one second. So here I've pulled up another event, and this is just an example. I'm going to take this off the page actually afterwards because this is not the perfect fit. But anyway, when you come to an event page and you just see over here, you've got this add to page. And okay, I've got a bunch of pages on here, but we're going to go ahead and add it here. And add event. And now you can see it's taken me back to this event page on our business page here. And there it is. We've listed Peoria's Book Fest. Now, if I want to, I don't think I'll make it under there, but there we go. I just want to take it off my list. There you go. It's that simple. But yeah, it's a good way to again, if you're doing something that's more collaborative in nature, usually you are going to be a part of it if you want to have it on your upcoming events. So there you go. If you have any questions, just let me know. And then just to add one more little thing on the event, that you can come in here and you can see how many people you have reached, and help you know that if you're doing well. You can always share it to your page. You can invite friends if there are people that you think that would be like to come, whether they're your friends. It depends on what you're offering. Like on this one where it's for new people, I wouldn't want to invite current clients because the special offer doesn't apply to them. But you could definitely share it with them and let them know, hey, if you've got friends that you've been thinking would be good fits to have reflexology, this is a perfect time for you to tell them about this event, something like that. So anyway, let's create some events and get more feet on your table.